the 19th, Monday the 19th. There's just too much things going on. I just can't keep up. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Wendy here from Toonpish Crafts and I hope you're doing okay. Now today it was meant to be the 15,000 subscriber giveaway. It very quickly turned into the 16,000 subscriber giveaway and it's just happened so fast. I haven't been able to keep up with it at all. But I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching my channel, for coming to the premieres. Thanks for chatting to me. I really like that. And it's a new thing on my channel. Every Tuesday at 7 o'clock British time, GMT, I will be doing a premiere and I really enjoy chatting to you guys. So thanks for that. Thanks for commenting. I love reading the comments and I'm always up for answering any questions that you may have. I try really hard to do it all. Anyway, the 16,000 subscriber giveaway is today. All you've got to do is to write in the comments what your slogan would be if you were to make a watering can. Now during the video you'll understand why. I'm just going to be picking at random five people for a gift from me. And I will be announcing those 5 winners. Oh, my language today. What's going on? I will be announcing those 5 winners next Monday. That's the 19th of June 2023. It will be a standalone, very short video, but it will be a... Yeah, check that one out. It's probably going to only be a few minutes. But I'm going to do it on the Monday because I'm putting a normal video out on Tuesday. Talking of which, I have a really exciting video coming out next Friday. That is the date. What's the date? Let me check the date. Sorry about that. That's Friday the 16th of June. Really exciting. I can't wait to share this one with you. I know it's an extra video in the week, so set your calendars. I will do it as a premiere, so check that out as well. Friday the 16th. Really hoping you enjoy this one. Anyway, Tuesday is the giveaway special. Watch what I make with the items that I'm going to be giving away. I do sell these items on my website at toonpish.com if you want to check that out. It's entirely up to you. But yeah, 5 people on Monday the 19th are going to get a surprise with a win. So check out the 19th, Monday the 19th. There's just too much things going on. I just can't keep up. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. So for my 16K giveaway, I'm going to be giving away some things I've made. Now this is a huge watering can mould from Moulds and Shapes. It has a mark in the corner. I haven't bought this, it was gifted to me. And this is one of the sheets that I make. This one's called Water and it's made with Resin silicone. They do this opaque version. It's slightly thicker and more solid than the one we're used to in the UK, but it's perfect for this kind of application. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay on top of the watering can mould, just so that it's kind of where the water could be in the can. And then I'm going to cut round it. Now the easiest way to do this would be to make a paper template of the area that you want to cut, because if you cut the template wrong it doesn't matter, you can do another one, but the silicone sheet you can't. Now for some reason I decided on this occasion I weren't going to do a template. I don't know why, but that's the way my brain was working. Nah, they don't need a template, Wendy, just cut it with scissors. I did take it extremely slowly. And I did get there eventually. I think it would have been easier with a template, mind you, but you know, fools rush in. Eventually I got to the bobble in the middle, and I thought I'd show you this part because you need to cut round the bubble by going through it. Now as it happens, this silicone is quite dense, so I could lay the silicone over the top and I could feel through it where the opening was, and I just took it a little bit at a time until I was happy that the silicone was round that area nicely. I just want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much for all your support in the last, it's nearly 3 years now. I can't believe I've got to 16,000 so quickly. For me, it's just a dream come true, and I really, really appreciate all your lovely comments that I love to read, and shares and likes. So once that's all cut and nicely snug in the watering can mould, it's time for me to start colouring. I'm going to be using Let's Resin Chameleon pigments for this. I do have a discount code which will be on your screen, and it's also in the description box below. I'm using blue, mint, teal, champagne and cyan. They're all kind of watery colours apart from the champagne, but I thought the champagne would make a nice contrast to the top of this mould where there's no inlay. That's what I was thinking. And I'm not going to bore you with the entire process for this, but I just wanted to show you briefly what it was I was doing. I've got a makeup brush and I'm using the chameleon pigments just to go over the mould, going up the sides of the mould and all over the area, including around the little bubbles. Once that's all done and I've cleaned up any flyaway mica, then it's time to start with water. Now I didn't want the water to be all the same colour, so I'm using various colours in a organised random pattern, let's say. I wanted to put this colour teal in the brokeny area where the bubbles were, but only kind of in the middle. I didn't want it right across, I just wanted it a different shade in the middle. And then I'm going to put a different colour on the solid lines. Now the solid lines are raised, so it's easier to clean off the solid lines, so you do whatever's underneath first. At this point I was thinking, wouldn't it be nice to have some kind of wording on the front of this when it's done? But what should I put on it? So once I'm happy with that little area, then I'll change colour. I'm using the same brush. This is cyan and it's surprising how close to teal it is. But it is more blue, and it will look slightly blue at the end. I really enjoy this kind of colouring. I do it quite a lot. I like to be able to control where the colours go rather than randomly letting the resin take over. It is my preferred way of colouring. Once I've completely coloured those bubble layers, then I'm just going to quickly wipe off the tops of the solid layers. And a baby wipe and a cotton bud does that job brilliantly. So for the tops of the solid layers, I'm going to use the chameleon blue. It's not such a great colour changing chameleon, this one, but it is a gorgeous colour. So I'm just going to cover the whole of the rest in this colour. But I was thinking I might colour some of the bubbles in a different colour, just to give it a little variety. So I grabbed a few cotton buds and a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, and I just went over some of the bubbles with a cotton bud just to clean off. So now I'm going to use the mint colour, one of my least favourites, but then I'm not a green person, and I'm just going to colour in some of the bubbles with mint. I also wanted to use a darker green as well. It's also worth mentioning that as you look at it now, this will be the top of the piece, not the underside. So I had a think and I grabbed the intense pigments from Let's Resin, and this colour is green, and the others that I've cleaned off I coloured with that. So when it was all coloured, I gave it a good brush off with a soft clean brush to get rid of any loose mica. And then I went to the drawer and grabbed a little tray of glitters that Yvonne from Resin Supplies then sent me. Resin Supplies then is a little Facebook group here in the UK. If you're in the UK, check them out. They're really friendly. The link will be in the box below. I thought it would be really nice to put glitter in the clear resin that's going on top of this. So I found one that I thought would suit, and this one's called Paradise Bay. It's the one that Resonate called Fathom apparently. I'm using Let's Resin 2-part epoxy resin for this. Again, discount on the screen and in the description box below. I'm also going to use small chunky Sunset Aurora that I thought would be really nice to go with the other glitter that I chose. I've mixed up 16 ounces of resin, far too much for this project, but I did have another project on the side which I also used this glitter mix in, and that went really well too. I did have a little seepage over the edge of this mould, but I cleaned it up quite easily, and I've got it sitting on a heat mat. It's not that cold here, but it does help the resin cure quicker and with a lot fewer imperfections. And as this piece is way too big for my pressure pot, the Let's Resin heat mat is a perfect option. And with a quick squirt of isopropyl alcohol, I'll leave it to cure. Now I could have demoulded this the same day, but I left it until the following day. Don't just love demoulding day, I love finding out how these things come out. These moulds and shapes moulds are so heavy. It came out of the mould really easily, with no damage to the mould whatsoever from the inlay. Now it's time to take away the inlay. There is a little bit of seepage down in the bottom left hand corner, but it's so thin it just snaps right off. If you use these sheets over and over, you really want to make sure you clean the back of them, because that's the important bit that sticks to the mould. And make sure your mould's nice and clean too. So the inlay came out really lovely, and I now have an inlay I can use with this mould whenever I want. But I really love this watering can mould. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I am going to put some wording on the front. I really like how it's come out. All the edges need to be trimmed up, and I'm going to use my deburring tool for that. It's really handy to use, and thanks to the people that suggested that I buy this. I've had it for a while now and I absolutely love it. And a link for that will be in my Amazon storefront right at the bottom of the description. Now I'm going to tape up the front. I'm going to take it to the garage and spray the back black. So I'm using masking tape to completely cover the front. I use a Stanley knife or a sharp blade to go around the outside edge to make sure that the tape is right up against the edge. I don't want any little accidents. Once it's all taped up and I'm happy that it's safe for me to spray black, then I go out to the garage. The black took absolutely beautiful to this resin. I'm so happy with the finish on the back, let alone the front. And now it's time to reveal what we have. Black behind chameleon colours really pushes the colours out. It really makes them what they are. And I absolutely love it. Not one little accident with the spray paint. I'm very happy with how it came out. I do want to put some wording on this. This is where I think it would be good for you to tell me in the comments section what you would have chosen. It took me ages to decide what wording to have on the front, and I cut these out on a machine that I'm trying out at the moment. I've used some really gorgeous copper permanent vinyl, and the wording that I chose was "Gardeners know all the dirt." That's just the way my brain works. I thought it was quite amusing. Anyway, let me know in the comments below what you would have put on this watering can if you'd had the opportunity to choose. That's what you've got to do to enter the giveaway. And I will choose 5 of what I think are the best comments next Monday, the 19th of June. So get your thinking caps on, because I really want to know. I did miss a little bit of weeding on the E, so I weeded it afterwards. I really love this idea. I love the way it's come out, and I love using the inlay sheets. They could be used for so much. So for the giveaway, I'm giving away 5 different inlay sheets. There's 5 different designs that I'm going to give away. They're all made with Let's Resin silicone. It's their blue silicone, which is 15A, and they're all really nice designs, I think. As I said, these large inlay sheets are available on my website, but there is a small amount of stock on each one, and I only make a new one when one has sold. So occasionally things are out of stock and you'll just have to wait for me to restock them. I am just a small business after all. The ones I'm giving away are Droplets, Dancing Flowers, Spring, Cogs and Flower Garden. They're all popular, and I didn't want to give away my old stock, so I decided to make these ones brand new just for you. So I've put them all in bags. I've labelled them 1 to 5, so they're random. And when I read the comments, I will make notes of those comments that I find really hilarious, or particularly clever, or really sweet. I'll write them on bits of paper, I'll put them all in a hat, and I will draw 5 winners from that hat. This giveaway is worldwide. I will send them anywhere in the world, and it's not affiliated or joined with YouTube in any way. And unfortunately, there's no cash alternative. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope you've got something out of it. I will be back Monday with the results of the giveaway, and Tuesday for my normal Tuesday video. And don't forget the extra video on Friday. Until then, happy crafting and bye for now.